Welcome back. So I did get an error here from my blueprint runtime error. Access none trying to read property player character. That's fine. Look, at the moment we haven't set the rest of it up. So don't worry about that too much. We're going to fix this if you get that same blueprint run error. All right, so a couple of things we need to do. First thing I'll do is I'm gonna just change this. I might just change the duration because otherwise I don't know how long duration actually is. What does that say? 1 frame seems a little too short. Duration seems a little too long. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Now I want to change this to a timer. How do we do timers? I haven't really looked at timers so far. Okay, I guess we're going to look at them right now, aren't we? What I'm going to do, I'm going to right click on here and I'm going to say timer. Set timer by. I have different options right here. So what can we do? We can do set timer by event, function name. Okay, we've got some options here. I'm going to go by event because we have this event here and we can connect that straight up. So set timer by event. Okay. And you'll see we get the time. So we get the event. We'll talk about that in a second. We get the time. How long to wait before executing the delegate in seconds? Okay, so, and looping. And what else do we get here? Initial start delay, initial start delay. But yeah, we don't care about that. All right, looping. We've got a couple of options here. We can just make it looping. I guess we'll do that to begin with. Let's just make it looping. And the delay, now, how many times do we want this to fire off per second? At the moment, it's going for ticks, so it could be doing, we don't know what. We don't really want it to go that often. So maybe 20 times a second. So how long do we have to wait for 20 times a second? A bit of quick maths, 0.05 between each trace will give us 20 times per second, and that should be ample. Now, to start this off, we've got this event here. Now you'll notice we have our own event here. This is our custom event, and you'll notice we have a single thing here, and it says output delegate. And this one over here, similar shape event. That's the delegate. So if we drag that off and pop that to there, you'll see they actually connect up. So this is the way we call a timer by an event. So we're actually calling this event every 0.05 seconds. That's great. That's all we need to do. And in fact, we don't want this anymore, so let's get rid of that. So just Alt and left click and gets rid of that. We don't need to call that. We do need another event here, I guess. So start line trace with a capital S. Why not? Oh no, my bad. We want a custom event. What am I doing? Custom event. So add a custom event. Start. Line trace. And that then just calls our set timer by event. And what do we need to do next? Well, we need to call this so we actually start this off. So my begin play is up here. So just come up to here. We call this when we do begin play. We're adding our HUD widget. And we can just pop into here and say, oh God, my typing's terrible. Start line trace just there. And that should call that one. We can get rid of event tick. We're not using that anymore. Compile, save, run. Okay. So now it's only been called 20 times a second. All right, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. That's what we want. So we're not using so many cycles in doing this. All right, so I'm going to pause again there because we did some interesting stuff in there, and I don't want to do too much in any single video. So we'll do that, and then we will actually get some output from our line trace as well. So we'll do that next.